Sunlight fills the cozy room as Mary hums, preparing bread dough.
Mary pauses, glancing towards another room and calls out, "Jesus, wake up."
In the quiet of the morning, 5-year-old Jesus stirs, his face glowing with pure innocence. Jesus rushes to Mary, his arms wrapping around her waist in a tight embrace.
Mary smiles. Joseph is already in the workshop. Can you sweep the floor before joining your father?
Jesus sulks near the door, the broom untouched, his gaze drawn longingly toward the workshop.
I don't want to sweep.
Joseph enters, wiping sawdust from his hands.
He looks towards Jesus. Are you ready for carpentry?
Jesus' face lights up, then dims as he remembers Mary's request. Joseph kneels beside Jesus, his expression thoughtful.
Joseph asks gently, "Do you know why Mama asked you to sweep?"
Jesus responds simply, "Because the floor is dusty."
Joseph explains with warmth, "It's also because we care for our home together and obedience is doing things with love." Joseph gently explains, "Listening to Mama is showing her love, not just helping her."
Jesus looks down, thoughtfully considering his father's words. Jesus takes the broom, his movements mirroring Mary's earlier actions. He begins to sweep, a soft hum escaping his lips, lost in the rhythm of the task. With focused determination, Jesus cleans the floor, ensuring every corner is spotless. Mary looks over, her face glowing with warmth as she smiles at Jesus.
"Thank you, Jesus. Your work is wonderful," Mary says.
Joseph carefully places Jesus onto a wooden bench. He sets a block of wood before Jesus.
Joseph smiles. "It's time for carpentry, son. I'm proud of you for keeping your promise."
Sunlight fills the workshop as Jesus stands near the workbench, his expression sheepish.
It was hard to wait. I really wanted to join you earlier.
Joseph smiles warmly, his hands calloused from years of working with wood.
Obedience is often hard, but choosing it with love makes you stronger.
A sense of warmth and tranquility fills the air, enveloping the family in a comforting embrace. Sunlight fills the room, revealing dust motes as Mary examines the space.
Her gaze softens as she acknowledges, "You swept the entire room, even the corners."
Jesus responds tenderly, "I wanted to make it nice for you."
Mary's heart swells with affection. "Thank you," lovingly.
Joseph raises his cup, his smile radiating warmth and affection.
He speaks with heartfelt gratitude to our little helper who listened with love.
Jesus snuggles under his blanket as Mary kisses his forehead.
Mary whispers, "Good night, sleep well."
In the dim morning light, Jesus sits on the bed, lost in thought.
I think obedience is like a gift, a quiet one, Jesus says.
Mary listens, her expression one of deep understanding.
"That's a very wise thought," Mary replies softly.
Morning light fills the room as Jesus awakens, his eyes drawn to a familiar carving. A fond memory sparks a gentle smile on Jesus' face. Sunlight fills the room as Mary hums, her presence a gentle promise of the day's start. Young Jesus approaches, offering his help with hopeful eyes.
I can help you, Mother, Jesus says.
Jesus and Mary work side by side, setting the table with joyful hearts. In the heart of the workshop, Joseph is absorbed in his craft, his brow furrowed in concentration. Jesus watches Joseph at work, his eyes filled with admiration. Sunlight floods the workshop as Joseph, a man with kind eyes and weathered hands, begins a carpentry lesson with young Jesus. Jesus, brow furrowed, mirrors Joseph's actions, his focus unwavering. The boy watches intently, absorbing every detail of the craft. Under the sun, Mary and Jesus walk the dusty streets of Nazareth. They greet their neighbors with smiles and gentle nods. Jesus assists an elderly woman with her groceries. Mary smiles proudly. Jesus gazes at the wooden broom, carving one last time before sleep. Gratitude fills Jesus' heart for the love of his family and the wisdom they share.